I'm in a groove state of mind. I'm moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. I'm stepping up my game. I'm a groove stew, yes I am. With groove I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me. The buzz boost and break free. I'm dancing to my dreams. Bursting at the seams. I'm feeling groovelicious. Groove knows who I am. 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving.
Hello, Groove. It's good to have you here. I love this song. I'm grooving. Honestly, the actual text of this song is pretty bad, but the jam stays in your head for so long. So yeah, that's the intro for today. Welcome to Q&A live number 3 for this year. We are basically during the launch for the last push of the lifetime deal for Groove. In case you are thinking or dabbling, I can just say there's real urgency pushing towards the deadline. So please decide. I highly suggest that you get it, not because I work for the company and I want to sell you on something that you may not use or need in the future. But I was on a call with one of the Groovesters that is actually using Groove for her businesses, and she created a consulting business while helping people. She's now teaching everybody to use Groove, and everybody should get on the lifetime deal. What she told me is, if you want to make money, get Groove, because Groove not only helps you make money, it also saves you money in the long run, and also kind of gives you every tool that you need. She told me specifically that she had a couple $1,000, like in five-figure bills yearly, and now her yearly bills from last year are around $300. Basically, the cost of paying the internet is her business cost for running her business, which is crazy. Like, she got Groove and she has everything that she needs with Groove. Of course, some of the stuff that we don't still have, like a calendar platform, there is a Zcal and there is Calendly. Their free accounts could be connected and then used with Groove. But yeah, basically at this moment, I don't think we understand how big of a deal this lifetime deal is and what it offers currently and in the future. But yeah, anyway, those who will miss out will understand that later on. I don't want to push anybody into things that they may not understand right now. So anyway, that's my intro for today. I welcome everybody one more time. I see a couple of familiar faces, like Damien is here. Hello, Lemon. I see Lizu is here. I see Rezwan. I see a Facebook user. So Facebook user, if you could do me a favor, if you could head over to streamyard.com/Facebook, this would allow me to actually see your name and see your profile image when I click on your name in the future, just so that we can have a friendly conversation. All right, I see Alejandro, Abdul, Jody, Sketch, and many, many more people are joining in. Very good. Okay, I'm going to jump immediately into answering the questions, but I just want to immediately also say that we'll be doing another Q&A on Friday. So Friday we'll have at the same time 6 p.m. Central European time, which is my time zone. And if we convert it to an Eastern Standard Time zone, if for the people in that part of the world, it will be at noon Eastern Standard Time. So please do the conversion. We're going to schedule the live stream, so it's going to be showing exactly in your time zone when it starts, so you don't have to worry about that. You can watch us on YouTube or Facebook. You can decide which you prefer. All right, yeah, so I'm going to share my screen and let's just dive in very quickly into the questions that were asked. So let me come to this side, zoom in, and let's see. Christine is saying, I would love a demo of setting up both affiliate program and subscription in GrooveKart. So darn excited for these. So the subscription is not available yet, and this is exactly what I answered. Subscriptions are not available. However, I can show affiliate program. We did a short demo of the affiliate program for GrooveKart during the Groovathon, which was just last week. So if you head over to groovedigital.com/Groovathon, you're going to see the list of all of the sessions that were happening last week. So on Monday we did GroovePages and GrooveBlog. On Tuesday we did GrooveSell, GrooveAffiliate, and then GroovePay. On Wednesday, we did GrooveMail and GrooveMember 2.0. All right. On Thursday, we did a huge session on GrooveSell, which is just pure gold. If you can watch that, it was basically the co-founder of Groove, Mike Filsame. He jumped in and then he basically taught people how to do funnels and what matters in terms of conversion in psychology, how people think. Is such a great session, so I highly suggest it to watch it. He also gave some gifts away. Definitely highly suggest to watch it so you understand what the gifts can do for your business. But another session that we did here is for GrooveKart. Let me just pause this, and if you scroll down, you can also see this different sections of basically the timeline. We timestamped our videos, and you can see the different sections. So when you are here, we have a section specifically for the affiliate program at the 4-hour mark, 42 minutes, 36 seconds. If you click on this one, we go and dive into the affiliate program. So I may not even demo it right now because the guys did a much better job. They came much better prepared than I am right now. I will be doing a full announcement video. I'm actually preparing that. I have all the list for all the apps that we pushed out some updates for. And whenever you are logged into your Groove account, there's a bell icon that you click and the updates will be showing up, or the announcements will be showing up for any update that went live within the last couple of days or weeks. So I'm just going to link this very quickly in here for Christine in case you're interested. Now you know where to find it. Go to the Groovathon page, so groovedigital.com/Groovathon. Open Thursday's session here on YouTube, and at the 4-hour mark, 42 minutes, 4-hour, 42 minutes, 36-second mark, you can click on this and then you'll see the affiliate program demo. This is a new functionality that was released to GrooveKart. Let's consider this as a version 1. It's going to get updates in the future, but it works. It's functional, it's easy to set up, and everybody can use it. And that's the most important thing. So have a look at this one and you'll understand how it works. Okie dokie. Let's just see. Lewis has a question, or let me just open this ones if there's anything. Okay, nothing. Lewis has a question. GrooveKart, where do I make changes to the floating cart? That's actually a great question. On the desktop, it appears on the right when you add the product to cart. I want to add some text to it. Buy more, save more, buy 2, save 5, buy 3, save 10. All right. Let me just quickly go into GrooveKart and show you where to find that. So I'm going to open GrooveKart immediately. And let me just actually put up a banner so everybody knows what this is about. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to open up a store in this account, and we're going to show you where to edit the float cart. If you head over to your GrooveKart store, open the builder, and inside the builder, you will be able to just very simply hover over the header, and you can see there's a button for click to edit float cart. You may have seen that already, but you may have missed it, like you not properly focusing on that. But if you click this, you really have a full-on builder that you can bring in elements and all sorts of things to. So this is the float cart. When you put something in your cart, it will kind of slide from this side over to the viewport, or for people to see what they added to the cart. And then based on this, you can do different changes, like you can change the button colors, for example. You can change the text color. Let's just do that for black. There you go. You can put it on different font weight if it's available. Let's just do a different. Where is my Poppins? Okay, we don't have Poppins. We have Open Sans. Okay, and then for open size, I can put it to bold as well. So you now see we have created a proceed to checkout button, which is different than the others. If you would like to bring in some new cool elements, then you can just do this, right? And then if you would like to kind of add in some more text, you can just say whatever you mentioned over here. Let me just copy this. Buy more, save more. And then we bring that in here. There we go. You can do some different styling to it, and then different colors if you prefer. But that's the gist of it. Basically, what you do. One more time, let me save this. Actually, I will not save this because this may be a live store that the guys designed. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Let me just do something real quick. 16, and now I return it back. Save. And we should be good to go. The Frank and John Garcia should not be mad at me that I edited it because I didn't touch anything really. All right, let's just go back to the home page, and then we are back in our navigation. So one more time, you hover over your header, click edit float cart, and there you can edit everything. Moving on to the next question. When I'm receiving emails from GrooveMail, I'm noticing the words are on the right edge as shown in the image. Is there a way to add padding to the email so it doesn't look like the image? That's actually strange. We checked that with our team, and it's not showing like that on our end. We looked into it, and there is padding from the emails, but it may be something for you, JC, that showed up differently. Not quite sure why, but it did not show like this on our end. So if you could forward me this email just so that I can see what is happening. But on my end, the email that I received looks good. Yeah, so if you would like, I would ask you to forward it to me, david@groovedigital.com, and then I can look into it. Claude has a question over here. Let me just have a look. I plan to build a bilingual site. Should I build it on domain.com/fr or samedomain.com/en, and then the site landing and the rest of the funnel, GrooveSell, GrooveMember, GrooveKart on that fr or en portion of the site? Or is it better to build two different sites on subdomains, domain, en domain.com and fr domain.com? At this moment, you are not able to do that in a folder. All right, so that's the first section, or the first idea falls off immediately because you cannot put anything like GrooveMember or GrooveKart to a folder, or even GrooveSell. That's just not possible. What is possible is to do it with subdomains. So you can do it with a subdomain, but it would still allow you to publish your site to a subdomain, like your website. But when you go into GrooveKart, you will need to have a different subdomain for that one. It's just how it works. You cannot have fr.domain.com/store. Unfortunately, that's not possible right now with GrooveKart or with GrooveMember. So if you do fr.domain.com, that's opening your website, but then you'll need to have a different way to manage the actual domains and how they look in each and every one of those apps. Besides having a user-friendly language switcher on both sites, is there a way in Groove to install an automatical detection of a visitor's language according to user browser language? That would be something that I don't know about, because I'm pretty confident that there is, and there are tools like a language switcher. I even saw that some time ago in our Facebook community. Let's just see if we just search for it very quickly. Let's just search for language and switcher, or maybe Google translations. Okay, it may not be the exact thing that you're looking for. All right, that's not it. That's not it. But I know that there was a post about this exact thing. Let me just see. Okay, that may not be the right keyword, but language switcher. All right. There was a person that found, and I don't know their name anymore. I'm usually very good with names, but I can just not remember that one because it was quite some time ago. There was a user that found a way to use Google Translate and embed it into the website. I really don't know how that was done. It was quite a long time ago. I would even say 1.5, 2 years ago. That was in a post in the community, but I'm not able to find it right away. That would be an option. Maybe add Google Translate to website. Maybe you can look into something like that if they give you the option to kind of embed it somehow. Dynamic translation widget. Maybe this. Yeah, not quite sure, but definitely Google it. There is a way to actually do it through some embed, and that would help you. That may not be exactly what you're looking for, but we don't have a language switcher currently. There was, however, a way, or there is, however, a way to set up this bilingual setup for your site. I'm going to draw it out for you. So if you have a website which is, let's just say, in French, the French version, okay, let's just say that the French version is the original. Then you do another one which is not this, but this, which is the English version, for example, just for demonstration. Okay, what you could do is have this one as the index. So this would be the /index, meaning that this is the main homepage of the site. All right, so this is the index page, this is the main homepage, and then the English version could be the /en version. So the /en version is the English version. You could put in a button here on the top of the site somewhere, which will say open the site in English, or English version, or just en, and then it has a, I don't know, an icon of a language, or icon of a country's flag or something like that. So you can put this English version. All right, you can maybe put this in the button itself. It does not look correct right now because it's a pretty small button, but you could do this one. And then if somebody clicks on this one, it will open up this version of the site. All right, but that's only for the website. This is only for the front end, what the users see. When you are talking about GrooveMember, GrooveSell, and the other ones, you would need to have a specific subdomain for that. So if you set up your member.domain.com, this could be your GrooveMember sign up, but there is no way to do fr dot member dot something. What you could do is create two memberships. One will be for the people in French, one will be for people in English. So that could look like this, where you have, I don't know how they call it member, but learn. So let's just say not Croatian, but French. Switch, and if you say member, you can do membre. Domain.com. So this would be for English, this would be for the French version. You could do that same for the checkout, like for GrooveSell. You can do checkout.domain.com, and then you could do, this would be the English version, and if you translate checkout, that would be vérifier. Not sure if this is the correct translation. It does not seem like it. But anyway, you understand what I'm trying to explain. So you could do two different versions. One would be, so the verifier would be for the French version, for this one, and then the checkout would be for this version. The member would be for the French version, and the member would be for the English version. That's a way to do that, and that's how I would I would tackle this two-language bilingual problem if I would be setting something up like that. It may not be the solution you're looking for, but this would be a solution that is possible. If you were me, would you bother doing two sites or just install language selection like the one I found at topofbooking.com? Thanks, David. I appreciate you deeply, Claude. So honestly, I wouldn't do the language switcher even if I found out how to do it. There is a way to do it, and I'm very confident that that somebody could very quickly find it just by Googling the right keyword. But I would do the custom thing because you have the control. Like, what if the language switcher isn't available anymore? It's not updated. It just doesn't give the proper translation or some other reason. Even though it's more work to set up two different pages, to translate them, to connect them properly, it's basically like two different businesses. But here you have the control. You can do everything yourself. You can control the language, you can control the linking, you can control who sees what, and that's what I would be doing. I always choose the control instead of the reliance on some things that you just don't have access to, like managing properly. So that's my suggestion with the bilingual thing. Brian Dunn has a question. Let's just zoom in quickly. Hi, David. Hope you're well. Two questions. One, in the Groovathon Day 3, you mentioned that there was about a week or so left to go on some pending changes that had to do with how Access is going to work. Yeah, that's correct. Can you update on this? What would be the implication result if I was to launch a membership version 2 now, and then this update goes live? Nothing, because there is no, it's mainly front end changes. I'm going to show you now what we did. It is up on the test server. We are still testing it out, but I'm going to show you how it looks like at this moment. It wouldn't impact you that much because it's mainly front end changes. What will it actually change, and what actions would I need to take because of it? Not much, really. You will probably just need to check if everything is correct once this change goes live. But let me just very quickly show you what the change is. So I'm going to go from the beginning. Okay, let's just go to the dashboard. So now when you go to the dashboard, this is the same layout. I'm in test and on our test server, so you won't see what I'm showing you right now. You have a different layout, but this is what is coming. Okay, so I don't want the membership, but I want to go to courses. So you see, I have 2 courses in this membership. I can add more courses. I won't do that right now, but what I'm interested in is the access levels. So the access levels will be this. Let me just delete it and then start from scratch. So the access levels will be this. You can create a new access level and then you will give it a name, free access level or free level, right? And you can decide the upsell page. Do you want an upsell page? Do you want to redirect somebody and show a locked content page? Or you just don't want an upsell page? All right. And then you can select the courses. So you can select multiple courses at the same time. But as a first step, it will be only one. So actually, no, you can select multiple courses. Let's just say that I want these 2 courses in my free access level. All right. Once you selected it, it's going to look like this. So the courses will show you the different modules, lessons, and chapters, and what is available. So you can decide what do you want to kind of add access to. So in my free access levels, I want to give an instant access to this module, but lock this chapter. All right. So basically, they just get access to this first lesson. You cannot see everything that I'm showing you, so I'm going to hide this. I'm going to hide this. All right. So what I did is basically I want to give them access to this module, but not to this chapter. So they get really access instantly to this lesson for this course. Now I can click on the other course. It loads in and it loads the actual settings or the what this course is consisting of. So in this access level, I want to give them access to this only and not this. All right, and now you can save, and you can see it when you leave. You go back to the access level screen, which is the free level. So you are giving these 2 courses on the free level. You can give more. Let's just say intermediate. I don't want to upsell them anything. I'm going to still select these 2 courses. And here I can select something else. Like I want to drip out something, for example. You purchased, but I'm going to drip it out in the next 30 days, or let's just say 14 days, right? So drip to 14 days. And then if I switch to the other course, I want to also drip this out in 14 days. This is the new layout that is going to be coming. At this moment, as I mentioned, this is on test server. So this is how you will see the different access levels. What you have right now is much more complicated, and this is the simplicity we wanted to kind of give when we go live with it. So let me just show you very quickly. When you go to a course and you go to an access level, it's all sorts of craziness. Like we have course access levels and membership access levels, and we are now simplifying it to basically be this. So that's the difference. That's what's how the new thing will look like. And as you can see, it's much easier than managing separate course access levels and then membership access levels, which is very complex to understand. So hopefully this shows you what this means. And since there is also now going to be a portal at higher level above the V2 membership, does that change anything for us in immediate future? Will that happen if we set up a subdomain for membership now, but then later we need to actually use that for portal instead? No. So the portals are already existing, but they work currently only with the version 1 memberships. The version 2 memberships will be getting added in the Q1. I just don't have an ETA on that exactly when. For now, when you have a membership site, you show all the courses that are added on into that membership. So the membership site will show all the courses and all the kind of everything that is added into the membership. So the membership site, I'm going to draw it out very quickly. Let's just say that you created a membership, and this is your membership, and inside the membership you have a couple of courses. Let's just say that this is your courses. Let's just do 5 courses. This is your membership, and now your membership site will have content about this is text. Your membership site will have content about your courses over here. So we're going to display it like this. All right. So this is what goes into a membership site. Portals will be a step before. Portals will be something like this, where you don't only show the courses that are inside the membership, but you also show courses that are outside the membership as well. So you can show everything that is accessible, and you can maybe even show memberships as well. So portal is kind of a higher level thing. Actually, I did this wrong. Actually, the portals will not show courses. The portal will only show memberships, because courses are the product and the membership is the access. So the portal will show the memberships even though they are not inside this or this and the other membership. So this is the portal basically, which is going to give access. For example, somebody decided that they want to have this membership. This membership has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 courses, and the courses will be showing up on the membership site. I may caused confusion in your head, but this will be clear when it comes out. Portals. These are the portals. These are the memberships. So this is the membership, and then this is the membership site. The membership site is basically a website that you can build within GrooveMember itself that will kind of demo what your membership is about and what it holds. All right. So that's the kind of the higher view of GrooveMember and what it will do. Hopefully that explains how it's going to kind of be built out, but it does not change anything. The portals, as I mentioned, so this part is going to be coming later on. It's not available at this moment for the version 2 of GrooveMember. We will be adding in portals for version 2. All right, so this was the last question from the Facebook post. Let's just jump into your live comments and see what I can help you with. Alejandro is saying, thanks for always answering our questions. Keep being the best. Thank you very much, Alejandro. Abdul has a question. When would you use GrooveFunnels instead of GrooveSell? Honestly, GrooveFunnels at this moment, they are just GroovePages. So currently, when you log into your account, you see here GrooveFunnels, and that's what confuses people. GrooveFunnels is GroovePages. It opens the same app currently. What GrooveFunnels is going to be is, I'm going to draw it out as well. So when you go to later on, when you go to our app and you click the actual icon on the top, which is a G logo. This is not what I wanted. Anyway, let's just move this out. G, bigger. So this is the G logo, this is the Groove logo. And when you click it, it actually shows you all the apps. One of the apps over here is GroovePages. There's another app that is called GrooveFunnels. which the name of all of the apps were GrooveFunnels a couple of months ago. But what we decided to do is kind of separate out the two and create a separate app for that. So GroovePages is what you currently know, and that's the screen where you see all of your sites. So you see your site, and you can go into the site, and that's not good. So I'm just going to copy and paste that. Let's just say that this is your sites. All right. Not the prettiest, but you get it. You could also create a new site from here just by clicking on the new site button, and then you can basically create your sites from here. You see all of your sites. So this is GroovePages. Let's just name this GroovePages. And what GrooveFunnels will be, and let me just see if I can do this like that. How do I do curvy lines? There must be a way to do curvy lines. All right, anyway, so GrooveFunnels will be similar, but this is not going to be a site. This is one site, another site, another site, another site. But what you will see over here is going to be your funnel folders. So this is going to be your product launch funnel. Let's just zoom in. Okay, so this is going to be your product launch funnel. You will be able to have another funnel, which will be your ebook funnel. And this will be called GrooveFunnels. Okay, so GrooveFunnels will show your funnels, and GroovePages will show your sites. Currently, what we do is when you go into, let's just go in here. Currently, when you go into GroovePages, we show you the site pages, and we also show you your funnels, and we also show you your webinars. Okay, so we are going to separate out. So when you go into your site, you will only see these pages. When you go into your funnels, you will see the pages of your funnel. So it's not going to be two more options in here. These pages will be for your funnel. And when you go into your webinar funnel, you'll still see the pages, but those pages will be separately for your webinar pages. So that's basically what we're doing. GrooveFunnels is going to be showing your funnels, and GroovePages is going to be showing your site, which is for your website. Website and funnels are getting separated. They have different functionality. And this will be GrooveFunnels. Now, GrooveFunnels will have another thing that we will call GrooveFunnels mapping, which is pretty cool. And this is something that I'm looking forward the most. It's going to be a funnel mapper where you will be able to create flows of your pages. Like you'll have a page, and then you go to another page, and this will be your checkout page, and then you basically you draw out your funnels visually. And then you'll see things like, okay, if this converts at 50%, then you'll be able to do projections and different things. So if I send traffic here, so from I don't know, Facebook, Reddit, Pinterest, TikTok ads, and I don't know, solo ads, if I feed all this traffic in here, and if it converts at 50%, and how much money could I make if my product is X amount of dollars and things like that. So this is going to be funnel mapping, and this is also coming to Groove, and this is going to be built kind of in tandem with the whole funnel. So you'll be able to create a funnel map, and then at a certain point, it's going to be actually helping you build out your funnel pages and do projections and things like that. So that's going to be GrooveFunnels. I consider both of these to be GrooveFunnels, and then GroovePages is going to be tackling your website. Yeah, that's the explanation for that. Hopefully you get my drawings. I know that they're ugly. I tried to do it fast, but I know that some people here are visual learners. I am, at least, and it's better to kind of see see what I'm talking about. It can be pretty complex. Groove and your trainings are the most important part of my day. Love watching. Thank you very much, Jody. It's good to have you here, always learning. Hopefully I'm going to see your successful website or funnel that you're working on, and see how you're doing. Sketch Genius Media. Hi, David. I wanted to know if I could monetize GroovePages with ads, and also if I wanted to sell my website like I do with WordPress. Will this be possible? Sell your website. You could do that. But it's tricky, to be honest. You could export the code and let somebody import it in their account. That's kind of done through a share funnel. But when you build a website, you are talking about connecting it to a domain. You're talking about connecting it to a sales process like GrooveSell. You're talking about connecting it to some other processes like GrooveMember, things like that. So you cannot export the domain. You cannot export your products that you set up in GrooveSell. You could not export all of that. You could sell access to your WordPress site. You could sell access to your GrooveFunnels account as well. But that's not recommended. That's not how it was made. So if I would need to give you a yes and no answer, no, you wouldn't be able to do that. You will have some other options later on, like an agency, and you kind of have users added, have somebody else added as a manager or an editor of a site that is on your account. In terms of kind of adding those users onto your account, you would be able to sell your site, honestly, but that's not how we are planning to kind of run that functionality. So honestly, that's not what Groove is created for at this moment. We may add that functionality later on, and I know that GrooveKart is working towards that goal to kind of transfer a full-on store to somebody, but I don't know if that's going to be possible with Groove and Pages and GrooveSell and the other apps, because they're just separate apps, separate databases, separate things that would need to kind of be sold somehow. We may look into that, but that's definitely not 2022 project. Right. Timonacci Glass. I remember hearing the reason Groove is lightning quick is it runs, I think, on Ruby Rails, whereas WordPress and others use a slower framework, which can't remember. Can you explain the specifics? Honestly, I cannot. Mike was talking about that in some previous webinars, but I just don't know the specifics. I'm not a coder, and I try to keep myself out of the code as much as possible. I know the project management part of it. I learned how big of a task, for example, is to do a fix, a specific fix, or do a certain feature or things like that. I can approximately say how much time is needed, but more specifics on what goes into those features and how to create it, I don't know. And I don't even try to learn that because that's just not something that I plan to do anytime soon. I don't plan to program. I just want to kind of be able to say, hey, I need this, please, you create that functionality. You have X amount of days. And that's what I'm good at, and that's what you guys are getting, and that's how you're getting the features and the improvements and fixes at this moment. I'm creating a school with various courses. Will Groove allow membership that will allow members to have access various courses they purchase in one page? Perhaps they already do, and I missed it. So yes, so what I just showed you earlier with the way we are setting up the new GrooveMember, and I actually draw it out over here. What you currently have is this one. So you can create a membership. You can create a membership. The square or this rectangle or diamond shape is a membership, and the circles are courses. So you can add as many courses into a membership, and you can give access to people to the whole membership, which includes the different courses. Okay, and then you go into where is it? Here. You go into the different courses and you say, okay, in this level, I want to give access to only certain materials, to certain modules and chapters and lessons inside this course. Okay, so in this access level, I want to give for this course these certain access levels. So that's what we are what how we actually have already things set up. So in theory, you can already do that. So there's nothing stopping you from doing that. You just put in multiple courses within one membership, and you sell that membership in separate access levels. Does Groove Video have an option to speed up playback for watchers? Yes, we do. So Groove Video has a couple of speeds, but there is one missing that I will be adding on. If you go to GrooveJV.com, for example, or Groove.cm, you'll be able to see videos from Groove Video. And once they load over here, you can see that okay, yeah, so here, this 1x is the actual speed. So there is, not sure why it shows in a drop down like that. Maybe it needs a bigger view. Okay, I'll need to check. But when you click on this button, it actually increases the speed. So it goes from 0, 5, 1, 1.5, and then 2. There is a 1.25 that is missing, and I'm going to add that in. That's the kind of a little bit faster than the normal talking speed, and we'll have that option very soon. And also I'm going to check the scroll, why we have the scroll bar on there. That shouldn't be there. All right, anyway, let's move on. Will Groove offer memberships where people can access various courses they purchase under one roof page? Perhaps it does already and I missed it. Actually, this exists already. I showed it earlier. Groove mail query: if I don't want any success URL in some of my forms, how do I do that? I don't think that's possible right now, because you need to say that the form has been successfully fulfilled, or that has been successfully kind of created, and also what happens after the form has been submitted. So currently, you would need to put in a page. There is no way around that. Some platforms, and I believe we will have that as well, I'm actually going to make a note of it, give you kind of an inbuilt functionality for saying thank you for submitting your form or something like that. Then this message could be changed, but at this moment we don't do that. So for the moment in Groove Mail, you need to have a success page or somewhere to redirect people to. What's the next thing that when you ask somebody to kind of fill the form, what's the next thing that they will do? So it's kind of a thank you page, or you can get them an upsell, or do you want to have them download something, or do you want to kind of ask for testimonial, or do you want to send them to your Facebook community, or do you want to send them to a training video or something like that? The easiest is to kind of create a page in GroovePages, which you will use kind of as a form success page, which will say, thank you very much, you have submitted the form, we'll reply in the shortest period of time, or something like that, shortest amount of time. So this is one of the ways to kind of do it, and that's why the success URL is in there. At this moment, as I mentioned, there is no other option. Can you go over how we can connect all Groove apps, pages, GrooveSell, GrooveKart to our domain? That's very simple. You just go into your domain management and then connect it. I'm not quite sure what exactly specifically are you interested about, but let me just log back into my account and show that. So, all right. if we go to our account domains, and you have a domain here, you can click on each and every one of these and then set it up as a subdomain. The pink line below the actual app over here means that this is the primary app. So that is the controlling app. The main .com or .net or the root domain will be connected to this app. All right. So at this moment, I have grooveassist.com. Grooveassist.com will open my site or funnel on GroovePages. If I want to have a checkout for that, I just click on GrooveSell here and I create checkout.grooveassist.com. Basically, you just put in what you want in front of your root domain. So this part, you just type in as a subdomain. Once you create it, then you have it. And then you can go into GrooveSell and just turn it on. I'm going to show you how to do it. For GrooveMember, the same. If you want members.yourdomain.com, you just type in members. Right? You can also decide if you want a GrooveMember membership or a GrooveMember portal. This works at this moment currently with version 1. So if you want your membership on members, then you add that in here. And you can go now to GrooveMember and select this from a dropdown. Similar to GrooveBlog, similar to GrooveKart. The same thing works across the all apps. So let me just show you very quickly if you are going to a GrooveMember membership, how to actually set up the domain that we created. So you can go into the settings of the membership, and here you can select the domain, which is Groove Assist, and then you select the subdomain that we created, which is members.grooveassist.com. Here we go, you see? So the subdomain that we created together, and then you click update settings and you are good to go. So that's basically how you create it account-wide or Groove-wide, one domain that has different setup for the different apps. Bob Ponce or Ponce. I want to automatically add people who sign up for free Groove account to my own Groove membership program. What is the best way to do it? So okay, so the way to do that is, the way to do that is when you go into Groove Affiliate. This is where you control the promos that you are actually promoting. Let me just go back and let's just do this one more time. Affiliate dashboard. Okay, let me screenshot this one. We need to do all right, so I just screenshotted this one to our devs. Groove Affiliate dashboard pro. Let's see if this is a fit domain. Nope, it's not. Almost, there we go. So we have just a moment. I'll need to access this one somehow. Let's just click here, promotions and links. Okay, that's because I'm on the test member. Silly me. Yeah, so I was on the test server, and of course that doesn't work there because this is a test server for GrooveMember. Anyway, so when you go into Groove Affiliate, you go to promos, you'll see the actual promotions that you are promoting right now. You need to take the last one here, Groove.cm. This is the promo that you're actually promoting right now. So you click on the little plug icon over here, and this is for the integration. So this is going to allow you to trigger different things based on the promotions. So if somebody signed up for a free account, you can get them into your membership over here. So you click membership, and then you add them to a membership. If somebody registered for the launch webinar, you can add them here. But you also have, if somebody signed up for a GrooveFunnels lifetime, then you can set these up. So these are different price points. If somebody said 4 easy payments or lifetime upgrade, 5 easy payments, 2 easy payments, $100 trial and things like that. Some of these we don't run anymore, but I would suggest you set it up for all. So this is for Groove lifetime upgrade, okay? And then you also have GroovePages and more lifetime. You can set it up for this one, and set these up for the membership fulfillment. So one more time: Groove affiliate, promos. You click on the plug for Groove.cm. Okay, this is our funnel name. This is the funnel, and then when you go in here, you can toggle the different products in the funnel. And then the products have different price points. So this is what you're seeing on here. And then if you want to trigger an integration, then you do that here. If you want to deliver a file, then you do that here. And if you want to add people to a membership, you do that over here. All right. Moving back to the screen, answering the questions. When you just want to want a contact email from your website to come to your personal email, like Outlook or Gmail, how would you connect a contact widget to your personal email? A very good question. Let me show you very quickly. So this is all done through GrooveMail. You create a form in GrooveMail, and then you set up a recipient. Let's just do that. Let's just do that together, so I can show you how that works. So if you are in Groove, head over to GrooveMail, and you would need a paid account for this one. I don't think sending out emails, even for recipients, is allowed for free accounts. Anyways, when you go into GrooveMail, you can create, if you come to the senders tab, you can create recipients. A recipient is very easily added. You just add an email address, like let me just create an email address. Let me see what I have here. Oops, not Loom, but this. All right, let's just use this. This is my testing email, and then you click send OTP. OTP means one-time password. The one-time password will be sent over here, and then you can easily type that in here. So here is recipient OTP verification. You get a 4-digit code. So you can see that. That you copy, that you paste here, and then you click save. And now my email has been added as a recipient, which means that if a form has been filled, I can send emails to these emails that are in recipients. So we just need to confirm, we need to verify the emails. So you add them as recipients, and then you're good to go. You can have as many recipients as you want. So then the second thing is to go to forms. You create your form, and then within the form setup, you can forward your responses to the recipients that you can select. You can select multiple recipients, or you can just set up the one that we just created together. And then when somebody fills out the form that you created in Groove, or GrooveMail specifically, then you can forward those responses to this recipient, and then you're good to go. Then you can copy over the embed code, paste it into your site, and then whenever somebody fills out the form, the recipients will get notified about the form submission. All right. While giving out the bonus, I need to hide a URL, the extension URL, so no one can go directly to the URL and get the bonus without my permission. How can I hide this? I remember you showed this at a previous training. I'm unable to see that now. So Joseph, when you are creating, for example, a thank you page and you are delivering the bonus or delivering the product on the thank you page, my suggestion is to kind of, as some people call, sit on the keyboard. And that means basically create a URL that is a jumbled up mess of characters, letters, numbers, special characters that of course pass as a URL. So nobody can kind of decode it. It will look for the people that it is an automatically created URL. This is the simplest, easiest thing that you could do. And that's currently the only thing that I would suggest you to do if you're creating a page. However, delivering products with Groove is really simple because you have access to GrooveMember with as many memberships as you want, as many members if you're a paid lifetime member. So I wouldn't even consider delivering a product on a Groove page because you don't have control over that. But just put it in a GrooveMember membership and just give that away. That's the easiest and the most secure thing that you could do. However, we will be working on something called a deadline funnel, which is a more secured way of saying if somebody signed up, then you can give them this. But if somebody didn't sign up, they should not see that page. For example, if you want to create a deadline funnel based on tags or based on IP addresses, we'll have both. You can create a form where somebody says like, sign up and get my free PDF about the top 10 ways to create a fast responsive website. All right, you have a form on your site, and then if somebody fills this out, they get redirected to a thank you page, and you allow them to download the product on the thank you page because they gave their email address. Now, somebody copies over the thank you page and then sends it to somebody else. They won't see the same content anymore because we will have this deadline funnel capability, which checks, okay, this person wasn't tagged before, we don't recognize their email address or their IP address, so they shouldn't have access to the thank you page or to the page which delivers a freebie. So that's coming, I believe, in Q3, and by the end of Q3 we will have that. And that will be what you're looking for. Currently, just sit on the keyboard. That's what I would suggest, or just easily set up a membership inside GrooveMember, and that should sort out your issues. If you move from pages to funnels to organize, it's supposed to leave pages because I've tried numerous times and the page now shows up in both rather than just funnels. Rob, reach out to support. They need to look into this one for you. Okay, this is for somebody else. Can you really trust the auto translations? Not really, but do you have any other choice except creating them yourself? Like, I use Google Translate. Do I trust it to kind of write a book with it? No, definitely not. Do I use it when I go to a Brazilian site and I kind of right click and translate it to English? Of course. I kind of get the concept of what the site wants to tell me. I do not have to have like 100% correct translations because I do not expect automatic translations to be 100%. But some people may, and that's where the issues can come, and that's why I always suggest to manually translate all the assets that you have access to. Same with the website. Diego Vasquez, if I hire someone is there a way to give them limited access, or do I have to give them my login info? Currently, you have to give them your login info. We are, however, working on a sub user management and basically user roles and different permissions that you can create. So if you hire somebody like a designer, you will say, okay, this person will be able to go into GroovePages and edit this site and maybe kind of put in content on there, but not publish it and not delete it. For example, you'll be setting up these permissions. This is coming. This is being worked on for a couple of months now. It's a beast of a task, but that's coming. Why Groove.cm don't add GrooveBlog on GroovePages, just like they added funnel pages in a different section? Oh, because that's a completely separate builder that needs to be there. It's a separate structure. Like blogs have categories and they have tags and they have a search and they need to have its own homepage, and it's just a completely different builder, completely different architecture and structure. Some platforms kind of do both at the same time, but they are not set up to be a funnel builder. You will not see a funnel builder that with the same technology does blogs as well, because that structure just isn't the same. There may be some that I don't know, but I don't think that's a smart way to do it. WordPress does it, but WordPress has all sorts of the WordPress has 99 problems, but I don't think Groove will ever do that. GroovePages is a static page builder, which means you create your pages and there is no search, there is no categorization, there is no tagging and different actions based on those, because we don't need that. WordPress is a dynamic page builder, and the dynamic is basically a blogging platform which can do also pages, which the pages are almost as identical as the blog posts. So it's completely different technology. Pum, 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 pum. Can you promote external products like Clickbank from Groove? Absolutely. You don't even have to go to Clickbank, by the way. You have Groove Affiliate Marketplace. You have Clickbank within Groove. Every person that creates a product within Groove has the opportunity to make it live in a marketplace. Let me just click on editing. If you go to Groove Affiliate, and this is where you are an affiliate for other people's products, this is where you will see the stats. You can come over here and on this little house icon, or basically it's a marketplace icon, you click in here and you have Clickbank built in. So you can see the products, who is selling it, what's the commission percentage. You can join the program, or you can also see the offer. You can see what they are actually doing. Okay, so this is a summit. They will be selling some products, and then you can promote that. Of course, Clickbank is still on a is the category king, but as we grow, the affiliate marketplace grows as well, and it's just going to get better and better. There is look through this. There is a lot of different products that you can kind of go with, and these are people that you can meet. Most of the times, Clickbank product owners are kind of not even visible. You cannot meet them, you cannot greet them. Most of these people, like, you just copy and search for the name in the Facebook community, and you can easily find them and communicate with them. Okay, for this one specifically I haven't find it, but you can actually connect with these people and communicate with them, and kind of have a better partnership than with somebody on Clickbank. Yeah, there is chat ammo from Sean. Sean is creating his own chatbot platform. He has tons of affiliates. He has a great product. Yeah, you can see his JV sign up page as well. You can learn what he's doing. You can see what are the kind of the rules. And yeah, you could. Yes, you could. The fun thing with this is that all of the stats, when you're promoting, it would show up in Groove Affiliate. It would show the statistics. It would show the analytics. It would show how many sales you have, how many rebills for your affiliate promotions, and things like that. So it's basically all built in one. But to answer the question, can you do promotions for Clickbank? Yes, you can. When will Groove CRM roll out? Groove CRM is consisting of multiple things. Groove Mail is going to be the CRM platform, and Groove Pipe will be a kind of an extension of what Groove Mail will be. So I'm not quite sure what kind of CRM you're looking for. There is many types of CRM. There is a project management type of CRM. There is a CRM where you are doing invoicing and stuff. Groove Mail will be the CRM platform of Groove. It will also have pipe drive type of thing. It's going to be called Groove Pipe, which you can see kind of the sales process of a contact, and that's coming out in, I believe, end of Q3. All right. Name service in Namecheap, GoDaddy with the Groove. Okay, this is somebody else that asked about that. Can you add the remove courses in different access levels whenever you want? Yes, with a new system you can. With the old system, honestly, I haven't figured out that part yet. With a new system that is going to come within the next couple of days, you will be very easily, very visually, and it's going to be great. Hey David, good to see you. Good to see you, Ismail, as well. I want to add. I want to send an email sequence to customer who buys a course. How would I set up an automation? I added the first automation to add the customer to a list. Continued. And choose that list as a trigger to the sequence. Or should I set up an automation when a customer purchases X product, subscribe to X sequence? Is this latter case, do I need to trigger for sequence again? Yeah, so when you set up an automation, you don't need a separate trigger for a sequence as well. The second one that you mentioned, if when somebody purchases a product, then subscribe them to sequence, this is already a trigger. So you are doing a trigger from an automation. So when you create a sequence, you don't need to set up a trigger for that. So that's the way to go about that. I bought the Groove upgrade plan. It's me and my buddy. Can we both have access? Yes. At this moment, you need to share the username and password. Unfortunately, we will have the team management or the sub-user management, so you'll be able to kind of set up your buddy as a kind of another person that is working on the platform. However, you need to make sure that you don't work on the you don't work on the same thing together. Like for example, setting up one product and multiple price points. Like you set up one price point, he sets up one price point. It could create confusion in the system. It could lag. It could break. So just make sure that both of you guys are not working on the same thing at the same time. I want to automatically add people who sign up for a free Groove account to my Groove membership program. What is the best way to do that? Robert, I actually demoed that earlier, so you should have everything recorded. Yes, this was just 15 minutes ago approximately, so you should be able to rewatch it and have the answer. Any date for funnel mapping? The date for that one is, I believe, end of Q3 as well. For the phase one, the phase one is just basic dragging and dropping and putting things on the canvas. Are live webinars going to be available, or is there just be GrooveStream? I think it's going to be available. So they're both going to be developed at the same time, because the streaming capability is needed for live webinars and for the stream as well. One is just going to be streaming to a video player, and then GrooveStream is going to be streaming to a video player and to external sources. So the streaming capability for these two platforms is going to be worked on the same time by the same devs. Is Groove funnel mapping like Funnelytics? Exactly. Yeah, and this is also correct. Yes, but better. So let me just tell you how we are tackling Groove funnel mapping and how it looks like. I actually showed that on last Friday when I was doing a presentation of the future apps. Sorry, guys. I went into the Figma designs. I showed how the funnel mapping will look like, what it will have, but I didn't kind of explain the different phases we are going to go and develop it with. So I'm going to now open it back up for those that may have not seen that presentation, just specifically for the funnel mapping. Oh, give me just one moment. Sorry. This is what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for it to load. All right, here we go. So this is funnel mapping, where you kind of put in your pages and then you decide what happens when. Okay, so this is now my funnel, and I want to have a webinar registration page. I will get people to opt in and then start sending them emails. But when they opt in, I'm going to send them to a thank you page. Inside the emails, I'm going to put in the videos and whatnot, and then get people to join the live webinar. So that's a live webinar funnel that you can see here, and this is how it's going to be constructed. We'll have templates, we'll have guide, we'll have different we will have different help to kind of show you what goes where, and yeah, that's basically it. So the different phases of a funnel mapping is going to be this. So phase one. This is the basic funnel mapping. drag and drop. So phase one, basic funnel mapping, drag and drop. What this means is that it's going to be literally Funnelytics. Funnelytics is you drag out a page, you connect it to an email, you connect it to an thank you page, and you basically play with things on canvas, like what you are seeing me doing right now. I can select this one and I can select this, I can drag that here, and I can do this and I can do that. Basically, this is the funnel mapping phase one. Click, hold, and drag and bring in more things, and just construct your funnel map visually to help you better understand what you're working on. Phase two. Phase two will be for projections, analytics, and statistics. Where you can put in the different numbers, as I showed you earlier, where you send traffic, and if this converts by 50%, then this page will receive approximately, I don't know, if you send 1,000 people and it converts at 50%, then that many people will see this page, and if this page converts at 60%, then you'll see that many people on here. So different projections and different stats, which we will be doing also, kind of fake stats or fake analytics, like projections that you type in manually, but we will also try to do the live analytics so that you can kind of see the real live data showing on here. Like, this page received that many visits from that many unique visitors, okay, and the next page was visited by that many people, which is a 10% less than the people that visited this page, and things like that. So we're going to be tracking with analytics. All right. Phase three is going to be to connect to apps. Which means if I click on this page and I want to connect it to my page, there will be a drop down where I can select, okay, this page is actually this page from GroovePages, so connect it here. And then when you open your GrooveFunnels, your GrooveFunnel mapping, you will be able to just very simply click edit, and it will open up the page builder, and you can just edit that page directly. Same thing with emails. If you have emails that you're sending out, you'll be able to click on the email itself, and it will open the email builder and allow you to set up your emails visually on there on the canvas. And then the next phase is going to be the phase 4, which is most probably next year's project. I will try to push it for you guys and for myself, because I really want this to be done ASAP. Phase 4 is going to be the all-in-one control of your funnels. Funnels are sales systems, really, because at a certain point, I see funnel mapping kind of take all of the controls, and then you do everything from here. If you want to set up a webinar, you will basically set up the webinar pages, and then you will click on the webinar registration page, decide the different settings here. Like, if somebody signs up, then add them to this sequence, and add them to an automation and things like that. So I expect at one day that everything would be possible to be done through this funnel map, because the functionality of this one is already available in different apps, but it's just like in different sections. Why not bring everything together and have it in one visual type of kind of way? On top of that, I have an idea that I didn't tell about that to anyone, but this is for funnels. All right. But as you know, GroovePages is going to be working with websites. So why not create a website mapping platform as well? Like, it will allow you to visually map out your website. So it would look like this. And everybody saw probably something like this if you work for any kind of company. So you'll have this one. So this is going to be the homepage. On the homepage, you have an about us, a contact, services, and a pricing page, for example. The About Us page will have 2 more pages that it links to, and then this page will have 2 more pages that it links to, and then this one has 1 more page that is linking to. So it's going to basically be a sitemap. And everybody's familiar with sitemaps. If you're in SEO, you know that this is the same thing that that search engines do to better understand the site, like how it connects and where it connects. So why not add that in? Oh, look, I figured out how to do the curvy lines. Okay, cool. Why not do this with a funnel mapping, but call it something else? I think this would be cool. This would be very helpful for a GrooveKart store. This would be very helpful for kind of mapping out your site, and then with the functionality that I mentioned here for the phase 4, all-in-one control of your funnels, this would allow all-in-one control of your website. So this is something that I will also present, and I think this could be done with the same technology as our funnel mapping. It may not even need that many things, because a website is really most of the time just a brochure, and we would need just a phase 1 for a website sitemap. Who knows, maybe it happens. All right, I just turned off my lights. So that's something that I'm still playing with. Can you give me a video training where I can connect my opt-in page to my GrooveMail? Do I get notification in my mail when somebody is subscribed to my opt-in page? Thanks, David. Yes, you get a notification in your email. You can also set up recipients. I showed you a couple of, not minutes, but some time ago today, how to actually create recipients and how to receive emails, to kind of custom emails that you set up within GrooveMail. But a training where I can connect my opt-in page to GrooveMail, that's basically just creating a form in GrooveMail and embedding it on your opt-in page. I can show you that very quickly, but this is very, very simple. If you already played with GroovePages, then you have a form in GrooveMail, then you should be good to go. But let me just very quickly show you how it looks like. So we're going to go and create a new site from a single page template, because we have many templates here that show just this very simple opt-in page, like for example this one. I'm going to go and select this opt-in, and you could use any of the images on the site. This is Christmas themed page, but you could use any page. All right, let's see what happened. I'll need to double check what happened here, but the site was not created with the page. Let's see if this happens one more time. I'm going to choose a different one this time. Maybe this one. Let's see. Okay, this one showed up. Not sure why. And why is it so narrow? There we go. But all right, so now we have an opt-in page. Let's just say that you want to switch this form with your GrooveMail form. So the easiest thing in the world is to go to GrooveMail to create a form that you want to use to set it up properly. So let's just say you are going to your forms. You create a new form, opt-in page form, and you decide what form fields you want to ask. Really, the only necessary one is an email. So you can delete this one if you don't want, and you can decide the different things on here, but it's not really necessary. But the form setup is necessary. Where do you want to add the people that sign up? So let's just add them to the Black Friday promo, for example. Do you want to assign any tags? You can select the different tags. If you don't want, you don't have to. Do you want to immediately put somebody in a sequence? Yes, subscribe to a sequence. You can select the sequence. Do you want a single opt-in or a double opt-in? Do you want a success URL? then you decide where the people go after they have filled out your form. And then the forwarding the responses, what you asked me is over here. So let's just say that I want this one, and then here you get the code. But you don't really need that, because at a certain time we will have a very simple integration with GrooveMail that's being worked on right now. For now, you would need to come here, select the GrooveMail element, which is down here, and just select this placeholder and fill it with your opt-in page form, and you can decide where you want to send the people after. And you can just switch this over with the email. So now you have the full capabilities of managing it. Like, you can put in a little bit more padding, make it bigger, make the text size bigger, and basically do all sorts of different things for the form itself as well. And there we go. So now when somebody fills this out, it's a GrooveMail form, so you can connect it to whatever you want. And yeah, so this has a hover effect. Let's just get rid of it. Actually, let's just use the same color. There we go. So now when somebody submits it, then they are going to get forwarded to the GrooveMail form, and you will receive the emails to your recipient email. That's it. As I mentioned, we are working on the GrooveMail integration, which is going to look like this one. Add to GrooveMail form, you select the form, and that's basically it. At this moment, it's not still available. We're working on that. Where I get the address for my my domain where do I get the address for my domain DNS from Groove? It is on Cloudflare. How do I change this? So if your domain is on Cloudflare, you just need to switch the name servers. So that means that you need to go back to your domain registrar, and you need to add the name servers that Groove gives you. Not what Cloudflare gives you, but what Groove gives you. And then follow the instructions. You go to just basically log into Groove, go into the upper right-hand side corner avatar icon, click on it, account, domains, custom domain, and then you add a new domain with the recommended setup. How do we sell GrooveKart templates that you create to customers? Yesterday on the live, someone mentioned via JSON file. What is that and how does it work? Right. So when you are in GrooveKart, and I just don't have it open right now, so I'm going to quickly open it. All right. So GrooveKart is GrooveKart is here, and when you go into the builder, and this is going to change the layout a little bit in the next couple of days. Currently, when you go over here and then you click on the hamburger menu on the top, you can click themes, which means that you can create a theme. So you come over here to my themes and you click the plus icon. This means that you can export the site that you have to a theme. And let's just say Cheyenne's theme. Okay, Cheyenne's theme. You click this check mark and wait a little bit. So this is now getting saved. Or actually, let's just click the save button. So you click this one and then you click this one. I'm going to ask the guys to add a loader in this place. So it now, what it's doing is it's taking all of the pages, all of the configurations, all of the settings, and creating one file, which is going to be called Cheyenne's theme. So we'll wait a little bit longer. It's going to create that theme, and once it's done, it's going to kind of give us the JSON file. JSON file is really just a bunch of code that is kind of the compilation of all of the settings, all of the layouts, all the things that you can do within the GrooveKart builder. We really need some visual feedback on when the theme is getting created. So I'm going to ask them to do that. So there's that. If it takes a long time, that could mean you have a lot of pages. So yeah, basically once it gets done, it's going to show up as a my theme in the my theme section. Let's just see, it's still not done. And then you'll be able to kind of export the theme just by clicking on the three dots once it gets created. At this moment, it's still running the importer exporter. So it will show up here, and then you can click the three dots, and you export the JSON. It's going to be a zip file you can download, and you can sell that also on GrooveKart, or you can sell that through GrooveSell even. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm not going to wait it out, because in the meantime I can answer a lot more questions, but that's how it works. As a lifetime member, can I open a free account, build a website to GrooveKart store, and then sell it, transfer it to a customer? Yes, you could do that. As a free account, just make sure that you understand that there is a 2% store fee for the free members, and you need to provide your credit card. If you provide a credit card, you will get a verification on that credit card, and that needs to be changed once you sell your account to somebody. But yes, that is possible. Thank you for explaining it and sharing it. I really appreciate it. My pleasure. I don't know who you are and what question I answered for you, but my pleasure. Woohoo! We can search videos now for GrooveMember 2.0. Yep, that was added a couple of days ago. I'm going to be announcing that in the video. I'm creating membership content for my clients to show to their prospect. If they later want to get their own Groove account, can I migrate their memberships to the new Groove account? We will have share membership, share course functionality, but that's, I believe, set up. Let me just double check. Not 100% sure, but I believe that's in Q2 or 3, end of Q2, around Q3, where we will have share possibilities for. Yes, so this is at the end of Q2. We'll have share possibilities for courses and memberships. What is your latest or best funnel build with the latest updates? Good to see you, David. Vincent, honestly, I built out the funnel for my father for a book that he wrote. I still didn't launch it. It's all in Croatian. You may not understand it. He wrote a book. That's my father at the back of the image, back of the book. And that's the latest funnel I'm working on, but I'm really struggling on time. So I didn't do a very good job. I literally took a template from the template library and just made it a little bit prettier, put in some colors, our custom images that we took, and that's it. So that's the funnel. That's the latest funnel bit that I did, but that's nothing in terms of the latest updates. In terms of latest updates, I haven't built anything really for quite some time now, and I really miss it. So I will be doing more builds and teaching how to build more. Yes, that's correct. When will we be able to create pictures for ads to be used on login pages? You can do that right now. You can create pictures for ads to be. You can use GrooveMember 2.0 login to kind of display your own image, if that's what you're asking. So when you're logging into Groove, you can see this image. You can do something like that for yourself with GrooveMember 2.0 already. We'll have more customizations later on, but as a start, when you go into your membership site, you can see immediately that you have also a template 1 and template 2 for your login pages. So here you can control the background image, and here you can control the side image, like what we have on Groove. So login templates, let's just see. I want to use this one. And as you can see here, you can control the logo, you can control the text, you can control the logo size, You can change all of the colors, like the button color, for example. You can control the button color text, and you can also control the image. So if I want to load in an image in here, for example, this one, you can control that one as well. So you have complete control with your login pages on GrooveMember 2.0, and that's already available for everybody. So there we go. I'm not up to speed with GrooveMail. I'm still getting warm-up emails from Mike. Do we need to use something like MailChimp with GrooveMail? No. Or is it now standalone product? So it is, the warm-up emails that you're getting is for our email server. Email server is really the kind of the core of the platform, which handles sending out emails. It's like a specific postman. Let's like the postman that rings the bell and comes to your house, or most of the time now just throws the box over the garden, over the yard, and onto your door. That's consider that as an SMTP. We call this SMTP. So this postman comes and delivers the emails. Now, our postman was kicked in the nuts by free users because they were sending out spam and sending out all sorts of bad emails. And our postman got sick, and he needed to kind of rest for a while, to put it in perspective. Now we created a completely new system with our postman having security and shields and all sorts of helmets, where we don't allow free users or even paid users to kind of harm our postman. And our postman can now much more securely and confidently go into the yards of people and deliver the emails to their doors, because previously people were stopping our postman from entering the yard. He was going into the spam folder and to the other junk folders that we didn't want. So to come to a serious talk, basically we had an SMTP server that some people abused, and the emails we were sending out, they were not going to the inbox. They were delivered to a junk email and the spam email and things like that. On top of that, we were blocklisted for sending out spam, because we allowed our users to send out spam, and now that's not happening again. We put in major security things, securities and blocks and things that will stop people that want to send out bad stuff. We will ban them immediately. Like there's no chance of them getting in, and that's why we are running an email warm-up again. Now, this email warm-up is for this newer, better, improved Postman or the SMTP server. Once that goes live, users will be able to use it and not need any extra third-party communication. For now, the way users use GrooveMail is with somebody else's Postman, somebody else's SMTP. So you have the SMTPs from Amazon, you have SMTPs from SendGrid, Mailgun, SparkPost, and some others. But you have those external platforms that you could use SMTP from with GrooveMail and use them to send the actual emails until our postman comes back from this email warming. Can you clarify if it's possible to use my premium Groove account to create a website for my client? If yes, how do you do it since they do not have login access? So yes, that's correct. We are, as I mentioned, I don't know how many times already, but we are working on the team and the sub-user management. If you want to create websites for your clients, you can get them to do a free account. Get them to sign up for a free account, send them their login details, and you can develop on their account. Get them to upgrade, by the way. Get them your affiliate link, get them to sign up for a free account, and then get them to upgrade. That would be the best of both worlds. But if you wait out until the end of this month or beginning of next month, we will have the sub-user management, so you can give access to your clients if you want to work on your account and then get them to kind of be able to manage it. Uh, what's the best way to organize the site creation for mobile? Are you guys going to create the ability to do mobile first builds? It's a mess when I try to do it, and it's very time consuming. Eduardo, you shouldn't do mobile first builds for a website. Uh, People talk about the mobile first concept, and this is when you are designing but not building out a website. So you really need to think about how mobile will look like, but it's much easier to build out for, and I'm telling much easier to build out for a big screen and then go to a smaller screen, because the content will automatically fall in place when you're going to smaller screens. When you're designing on smaller screens, you don't know where it will fall in place. It may come like this and it will be a mess. So I agree with you. It's a mess when you try to do mobile first, because that's not how any modern funnel builder is created. We do mobile first in terms of indexing. Like, we allow you to do changes for each and every device specifically, because customers go and watch the content mainly on mobile devices. So mobile needs to be in the first priority. But that does not mean designing for mobile first, because that's very hard to do, in case you're not coding from scratch. So yeah, if you're using GroovePages, do not do mobile first design, okay? Because that's not how you build out your pages. Because the page builders that you use today you're creating the design on desktop, and the content will fall in place automatically when you're doing the mobile first. And then you go to a bigger screen, the content will go everywhere, and it's going to be really hard to manage it. Will GrooveBlog also have the possibility to put in a button like GrooveMember? Yes. Hello, David. How do you get rid of a subdomain for GrooveKart when you now have a domain needed added to GrooveKart? The URL for the subdomain keeps on showing. It keeps on showing up for you while you're building on it, because it needs to be there. When you're building from the backend, it needs to show the subdomain. When you actually publish out the site, the live version will always be on the custom domain. Can you put a phone number and email on your Groove page where they click and it automatically emails or dials? Yes. Let me show you how. All right. So I'm going to bring in a button element. Maybe just here, below the headline. Here we go. So this is now our button element. I'm going to make it nice red so that it's visible, and I'm going to make it bigger like this. So this is my button. If I want somebody to click this button, the red button, and let's say call me, I can do oops, that's a wrong button I took, sorry about that. I'm going to take a button element. I think I took that button. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So that's the button element. I'm going to make it again red, and I'm going to make it big. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. I'm going to make it big. There we go. So this is my button. I'm going to call it call me. All right. Link to, you select URL, and then you say here mail to, comma, and then the phone number. Okay. Oops, not mail to. Sorry, this is a call. So TEL. So TEL is for calling, and mail to is for mailing. So because I said he'll call me, it's TEL and then the phone number. Okay, it's refreshes and then brings back the settings. So now this call me button is going to trigger a mobile app or a calling app on your computers. If you want mail or email us, then you do the similar thing, but mail to, comma, and then email at domain.com. All right, and then update. It refreshes, it loads in the details, and now this is an email us button, which will trigger an email app on your mobile phone or an email software on your desktop. So just use a URL. You could do this with text hyperlinking as well. You could select a piece of text and you can click on this chain icon and you can say TEL, comma, and then the phone number, and then click save. And then you could do that also for emailing by just selecting the piece of text and saying mail to, comma, and then email at domain.com, and then click save. So both of these are correct and both of these will work. Any update about subscriptions on GrooveKart? We are still working on it. There's no update as far as I have heard. I'm going to get some more information about it on Friday, and then on the Friday's Q&A, I'll be able to provide more. At this moment, it's still being developed. So we add others to our membership courses. I don't know what this is related to. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, David, for your clarification. My pleasure. When is Groove Conference coming out? This is with GrooveStream. Hello, David. In GroovePages, I'm having trouble resizing the drop-down menu on the nav bar for sub-pages on laptop and desktop. The links seem to be wrapping for the next line. You can manage the wrapping. Most probably you have long pieces of titles on your sites, and that's the main issue. There you go. So if we come to nav bars, let's just see navigation bars. When I drag out this blue one, it loads in, and now I have a navigation links. It takes some time to kind of load in, but then I can add a new blank page and make it stacked. There we go. So now I have here we go. So now I have this one. If my page is named with something very long, like the best funnel platform in the world that everyone can use, then of course it's going to wrap the text in multiple lines like this. There is a way to kind of manage this one. If you click on the navigation menu component, and you can see it here in the at the bottom, you click on the nav bar, and then you'll see, hold on. Let me zoom out. Here we go. So the nav menu, you need a nav menu element. So the nav menu, if you click configure, you can decide the width of how wide the actual menu should show. So let me just show you here. This is how wide it is right now, but I moved it to 168. Let's just say 170. Oops. One extra zero. Update. And now it's going to refresh and it's going to make it wider. So we can now see more text over here. So you see, so you have the ability to manage how much, how wide the drop down should show. Here we go. It goes off screen in certain cases. Like if you hover, okay, I cannot show it here, but it would show much wider over here on mobile devices. But there is no workaround that is easier than just managing the page name to not be as long. That's the best solution that I could give you. Just make it something that people would be interested to click. Like if you have all the keywords, all the characters in the title, that people immediately understand what is there, then they may not want to click on it because they kind of know what is waiting for them. So make it shorter, make it more interesting for people to click on it, so they learn what you have to offer and what you have to tell them. When you start with the end goal in mind, you can easily build a map to get there. There we go. Is the offer ending today? The offer for the lifetime is ending on 22nd of February. We are doing our launch right now, and this is really the last time that you can get it. So the sooner you get it, the better it will be for you. like you will make sure that you still have the chance to get in. We always see the last week or the last couple of days have a huge influx of people purchasing because everybody is prolonging it as much as possible. But the sooner you do it, the better. You won't have that much urgency. You won't feel like, oh my god, I need to do it, I need to do it, I need to do it. You can just easily upgrade right now and start learning, start creating something while the others are stressing about upgrading. So if I understand well, you use the form in GrooveMail instead of your form in GroovePages in order to receive subscriber emails. Yes. In GrooveMail forms, it prompts you to link to a sequence. So do you also need to set up a triggering sequence, like when they fill out the form, send sequence? Seems like the same action twice. Yes, that's correct. So you only need to set it up once, either in the sequences, either in the form, or either in wherever you are, basically. You don't need to set it up twice. Oh yeah, there is a form where you can set up a sequence as a trigger. You have an automation where you set up a trigger of the sequence, and there is the sequence itself where you can set up a trigger. So no need to do it on these 3 places. Just select one and go with that. They say on the Groovathon that it wouldn't be until next year at this time. I'm anxiously waiting for it to. I'm not sure what this is related to, but all right. Hey, David, I do not find the Groove DNS address to change from Cloudflare. It's name servers you need to copy. Let me just show you where to find it. If you are in your account, go to domains, your domains, and manage. Then you click add a domain and then use this full domain subdomain setup. All right. You type in your email, not email, your website domain, like grooveassistant.com. This is not available because either somebody has it or some other reason. So let's just say plupia.com. All right. And then here you get the name servers. You copy these name servers and you need to add these into your registrar, which means GoDaddy, Namecheap, Name Silo, Pork Bun, whatever you're using for where you purchased your domain. You will need to copy these name servers, like copy this one and add it to the name server field number 1. Copy the second one and add it to the name server number 2 field. This will actually connect the domains for you. All right. I will go until until 8 p.m., which is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. my time. I still have a couple of questions on here, but I'm not going to do. I'm not going to be able to answer all of them. I am here for 2 hours now, and we'll have another Q&A session the day after tomorrow, basically on Friday. So I'm just going to wrap up at the 2-hour mark. All right. Let's just see. Good analogy about the mailman and the server. There you go. I select GrooveMail element in the page and I select the form. There is a space for the phone. Nowhere in the Sear country place it's showing Afghanistan by default. 2 questions. Can I remove this country code place altogether? Not, unfortunately. Or else can you make it India by default, or for that matter any other country of my choice? This is something that I requested as well, and the way I want to do it is, let me just quickly show you. And the way I will request it to be done is for you to be able to select your default countries. And it's going to look like this one. So it's going to give you the drop down, but it's going to allow you to have the default countries that you set up. So this is something that we will need to do from the GrooveMail side of things. We will allow selecting the default countries for the phone number field, and then we'll show the rest alphabetically. So that's the plan, and hopefully we'll get that done soon. Yeah, I also want that, and this is why I took the screenshot from a different platform that I found. Is multi-language feature live on GrooveKart? No, it's not yet. We finalized it 85%, but we didn't finish it due to some dependencies, but we will continue working on that this year. If you purchase the lifetime and a completely new to Groove ecosystem, what is the first video you should watch about Groove and how to use it? This question does not have an answer, unfortunately. I tried to answer that. I did training for like welcome to Groove for new members, or the Groove pages for complete beginners, or things like that. So I did many trainings like that. The difference is that people that come in, um, they may not understand what they want to do with the platform. So there is no one video that you can watch that will explain everything. If we could do that, that would probably take a long time. So that would be a very, very long video. We will do tooltips this year with the marketing team, and we're going to do the tooltips for the platform. So basically, when you log in, you will see a welcome video, which will give you a very quick overview of the dashboard. Then when you go to GroovePages, there will be another video that will give you an overview of the GroovePages and what you can do and what it is used for. But there's no one video that you can watch, unfortunately, and this is why we do the Groovathon. Like, we go app by app, showing you everything that we have so far, and it takes us quite some time for to kind of showcase what the apps can do, because our apps are pretty simple if you think about it, but they have very complex features that some of them are specific to us, that nobody does them in the world, and some are just very, very complex, and they would need a long time to explain. So we're tackling that problem the best we can, but there's no one video that you could watch, and until you don't know what you want to do. So that's why we did the Groovathon. So you could send people to the Groovathon or groove.how. This is a website, so just type in groove.how in the address bar, and you'll find a whole plethora of videos that go over all sorts of things. What's the best way to create a site like BuzzFeed? BuzzFeed is a custom coded site that is most probably the best if you don't even try to do in Groove. There is a platform or a WordPress theme called Bimber, BIMBM. Bimber. Just type in Bimber. I'm not very good at spelling. I will type it in here for you. So if you type in Bimber, BIMBER, there you go. Bimber theme. Find it here. Viral magazine WordPress theme. This is the best way to do BuzzFeed type of websites. It needs to have categorizations, these virality, reaction type of things, comments, all sorts of monetization options. And this is something that we don't plan to add in Groove. We don't need all of these functionalities. People have WordPress for creating their magazines or website portals and things like that. We just don't plan to be tackling that market. And with all the exercise, I find it that rather than putting the embed code, it's far better idea to choose GrooveMail form element and choose the relevant form, because this way the form can be edited, color, background, font alignment, spacing, etc. Everything which is not possible when we embed the Groove form. Is this assumption correct in my question? Yes, that's correct. We will, however, be adding in the ability to customize everything. We'll do one-step or multi-step forms. We'll do button customizations, all sorts of different form customization options. Like, do you want rounded borders or rounded corners on your form, or do you want to kind of have straight corners? Increase the padding on the form fields, make the button bigger, smaller, center aligned, or full width, and things like that. So we'll have all sorts of different customization options. I believe that's scheduled for somewhere in Q2 or Q3. Can you have multiple users with different roles authority at your platinum account? That's coming very soon. I actually mentioned that a couple of times already, but yes, we are working on that. It should be coming real soon. I don't know about mobile first. You save me a lot of time in the future. Yep. Do you have to use list container in pages to have bullet points show up? At this moment, you do not have to use that. You can just drag out an element for the list element. We will make it easier in the future to do lists just with the paragraph element. But at this moment, creating lists need to be done using the list element. Yeah. But it does not have to be in a list container. Just want to say thank you for sharing your knowledge with us and guiding us to understand the Groove platform. My pleasure, Tony. Yeah, there were some pit bulls in my former area that would discourage mailman. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Love your work. Very calm and clear instructions. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate it. When is GrooveMail SMTP coming out? As soon as our warming process is done. So as I explained earlier, the mailman is getting ready to start his new job again, and as soon as it's warmed up and ready to go, then we are going to be making it live. We will be rolling it out slowly based on the seniority. So the first people that join Groove will be getting it first, and then based on that we are going to be adding people or giving people access to our GrooveMail SMTP. Will there be an option to add mass mass add, change, or remove tags to lists, or does it have to be done manually? No, that's also coming. I can tell you immediately when that is scheduled for. We'll have different actions based on next to contacts in a list, or just in your contacts library. You'll have checkboxes. You'll be able to select multiple contacts at the same time, or bulk select everybody and do different actions like add them to a sequence, email them at the same time, tag them, add them to a list, and things like that. So if we go into the GrooveMail roadmap, give me just one moment. Action base selected on contacts. This is scheduled for Q2. So we are going to be working that in Q2. I invited some of my contacts to join the webinar via my affiliate link, and they later upgrade. I will get commission, right? That's correct. Yes. Is there any plan to integrate Indian payment gateways like Instamoji, Razorpay, and GrooveSell? Yes, Razorpay is coming. Any timeline for that? Because GroovePay doesn't allow Indian UPI payment gateways like these do. Thanks. Yeah, I mentioned that in the Friday session for the future apps and what's coming. Razorpay and Paystack and Molly are coming. These are all payment gateways for different parts of the world, and I can tell you immediately when. Hold on. I'm not sharing my screen. I know I don't. I'm doing that on purpose. I'm just searching through my notes. Give me just one moment. Pop, 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 pop. Come on, notes, show up. Okay, I'm going to come back to you, but I think that this is in Q2 that we are going to be adding in Razorpay. I know that 2 hours have passed. I have really just a couple more questions. I'm going to get them out. Are the bugs finally worked out on the page builder? Yes, should be good to go. I noticed that most of the blocks in pages has a default width, which I think is a bit too narrow, my personal taste. I would like to like my site to be overall wider. Is there an easy way to do? Easy way to change the width? Not sure what you're talking about. Like, we have a way to change the width, but I don't know what do you mean by most blocks and pages have default width. Like, you can click on every block and set up a specific pixel width if you want. That should not be a problem. Just go click on the block, go to size or sizing, and then set up a width to a custom. Training order suggestion website first, at least homepage, opt-in form, funnel, checkout, membership. Not sure what this is for, but all right. Is there a benefit for switching SMO? What? To back to Groove when it's already SMTP. Okay. Is there a benefit to switching SMTP back to Groove when it's ready, just so that you don't have to pay and it's all in one. Like when at this moment you would like to send out more than 100 emails, I believe, per day, you need to pay. That's particularly with SendGrid. Amazon and the others may have like higher limits, but it's still kind of we give you a taste, and then you can pay us later to kind of use it for everybody, which is still good, but you don't have to, because Groove is something that will allow you unlimited sends of emails to your 25,000 contacts if you are an upgraded member. So think about how much money you could save if you just upgrade to Groove. You have also a capacity booster pack, which gives you 100,000 more contacts per month. So you pay $100 per month, which gives you 100,000 more contacts. So if you calculate how much a SendGrid costs if you send to 125,000 contacts, it's a real proper bill that you would have to pay, which you don't have to do with Groove. You pay $100 and you have a lifetime account and you're set. Great training for Q&A today. Thank you very much. I'm very excited and eager to use Groove more and also show my members how to use Groove. There you go. Minavo, thank you very much. That's what we want to hear. Do you have Groove survey? No, we don't. The Groove survey is going to come out, I believe, at the end of Q3. All right, so this is the last question I'm answering today. Will Groove add an integration with Pabbly? Yes, I have Pabbly, and I have promoted Pabbly, and I love Pabbly, and we are definitely doing integration. We started it last year. They required some documentation and some ways to connect that we just didn't have, that we wasn't able to provide. But this year we're tackling it. We have a new system that we do integrations with, and it's going to come real soon. I do not have an ETA for that, but Pabbly is going to be added. Yes, for sure. All right, 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 19 seconds. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here for our Groove Lemonade Q&A number 3. We are doing another session on Friday. So everybody that joins, everybody should be welcomed. Everybody should have their questions answered. I'm looking forward to your questions. In case you have any, make sure that you join us, or you can also write them in advance and then watch the video as a replay if you don't make it live. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.